Hello everyone, over here I present you all the Volvo XC90 facelift 2025, or basically the end of 2024, but you get the point. This is yet again another facelift for the XC90, and I just have one question to ask. Where does it stop? First of all, I'd like to talk about the front grille. It kind of reminds me of what I've seen on chocolates, and that means like I've seen some chocolate bars which have this sort of formation on them for the looks, for the decoration. But then if you take a look at the big picture, the fact that they've united the headlights with the grille here and the way they've styled the grille, it's sort of a reference to what they've done with the Volvo EX models, like the EX90 and the EX30. Now, honestly speaking, I have mixed views about this. And then to look at this front, they've kind of humbled it a little. Towards the side, there's no drastic change. It's all evolutionary to what we've seen before. Towards the rear, again, it's very evolutionary and it's very similar to what we've seen before, but there's no drastic change. Now, before we go further and talk about the interior, I would like to talk to you all about the Volvo XC90 model. Now, this particular Volvo XC90 costs 106,000 euros, and the primary competitors are the likes of the Mercedes GLE, the BMW X5, and the Audi Q7. Now, the thing about these competitors is that most of them are in the premium segment, including the Range Rover Sport. The Volvo XC90 had a rather humble beginning. They started off sort of in the mass market, making family SUVs. But then it seemed like they skyrocketed to the premium segment, and I'm not entirely sure how it played. But Volvo's shift to the premium segment proved successful for the XC90 because it was a hot seller. Everyone loved the XC90, whether as a company vehicle or for private use. The Volvo XC90 is not the one to really present status, but rather to make sure you travel from A to B in safety. Oh my goodness, we are here at the interior of the Volvo XC90. Let's take a seat. Now, let's just try to look for where the changes really are. Oh wow, the screen has just become bigger. Yay, and they changed the gear stick a little bit. Whoopee, everyone, whoopee, big change. For the rest, it's remained the exact same thing, and they did some changes over here. Yeah, I'm being serious. Like what exactly really changed? I mean, it's been very evolutionary, but I'm still surprised they got on the route of facelift given the exciting news about the EX90 that released. The EX90 was a big buzz, everyone was talking about it, but this, what? Anyways, steering wheel is pleasant to hold on to, and the window controls are dated. I remember about 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I used to visit Volvo dealerships as a kid, and they had the exact same buttons like this in the previous generation XC90. So what is happening over here? Oh no, they just played it evolutionary. Whereas competitors from the German manufacturers like Mercedes and BMW, they offer more technology. Well, at least BMW offers more technology, and they have an interesting infotainment system, along with the Audi Q7 and the Volkswagen Group. These guys have a way more interesting infotainment system. Now, believe it or not, this Volvo XC90 is a 7-seater, not surprisingly, right? And it's supposed to be child-friendly. Now, look at what you get here. Good for children. This is very good. Well, if you are looking for a family-friendly vehicle, this is one of the best candidates, along with the Skoda Kodiaq. And you see, I have to get used to these. Anyways, time to have a seat. Yes, 106,000 euros, everyone, and it feels wonderful. And I get air conditioning for the back. That's good. And I get an armrest right here, which is very basic. You know, a recurring thing about this interior is that it is built to last. It's going to handle family use. So if, let's say, kids in the back make a mess and you have to clean up after the mess, this is going to be very ideal. But if you're expecting status, or if you're expecting an A to B machine that makes you look good, forget it. And now it's time to check out the boot space of the Volvo XC90. I was about to call it an EX90. Now look at this. Despite having all the 7 seats, you get additional space right over here. Oh look everyone, you get a suspension adjustment, just like what you'd find on a Range Rover. So here's my conclusion of the Volvo XC90 facelift 2025. If you're looking for a safe family machine, this is the best candidate out there. It beats everybody. And it's absolutely for family friendliness, all right? Forget status, be humble. This is the car for you. But the problem is, 106,000 euros, you'd expect to look good, you'd expect a suit, you'd expect status. And unfortunately, the Volkswagen Group, BMW and Mercedes, they seem to have something more interesting than this Volvo XC90. I'm still trying to grasp what exactly makes this Volvo XC90 an interesting candidate compared to these guys. And that you have the Volvo EX90 that just released, and it's an electric candidate, and it's more interesting, it's more evolutionary. So it kind of puts the Volvo XC90 a bit in the shadows, I feel. In the first years, when this generation was released in 2015, it was a big hit. Everybody was talking about it. Everyone was going crazy about it. But now, it's like we think to ourselves, we're scratching our head, wondering what exactly has changed. It's like, where's Volvo going now with this? Because everybody has moved on. BMW has released the new X5 and it is a bomb. It's got so much of the latest technology. Now, ever since the EX90 was released, I had this feeling that it was going to be over for the XC90. We thought that this was going to be over and that they'll discontinue it in favor of the EX90, but it seems like there's a plot twist. The XC90 is right here with a facelift, but at the same time, was it necessary to really do a facelift, or why not just have a combustion engine version of the EX90? Well, why not have it that way? Because having a facelift of the XC90 is a bit interesting, if I'm being honest. And well, I mean, I just wonder, it's a bit dated from certain angles. But on the positive side, there are people that love the XC90 for what it is, a family-friendly SUV, full-sized SUV. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos that are on the run. I will see you all next time.